Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Erik and today we are watching episode 9 of season 2 of The Legend of Korra. This is going to be fun because last time around we had a deep dive on the past of the Avatar. Korra got face to face with the origin story of the Avatar power. And I'm really curious to see what this means for the rest of the season and for the rest of the show, for that matter. She woke up and she had regained her memories because she apparently had lost her memories after her little adventure at sea when she was attacked by a huge spirit. I really enjoyed the look back at the past. It gave answers to a lot of things that I have been curious about. Or some things I've been curious about. And I love how it contextualizes and mythologizes the past for us in the present. Because we're doing similar things in our world. Like we have historical accounts from the past, from ancient Greece, from ancient Rome. And back in those days, mythology and history were the same thing. So the explanations for things that were happening were often gods and stuff. And it's a similar thing here in Avatar, that people of the current day, they don't know exactly what was going on. This origin story felt very much like a fable, but we know that it was not a fable, it was not a story. It was what actually happened. It was a time when essentially gods and men walked the earth at the same time, but it was more spirits. It was a different time. It was a time when the lines between reality and fantasy were kind of blurred. And then Wan separated the two, and everyone else had to live in reality from that moment on. He sent the spirits to the spirit world. It didn't overlap anymore. And it's kind of the same as we have in our world, with for instance, the Odyssey, the Iliad, these stories that are, to us, they read like fiction, but to people of the time, I'm sure it was more like biographies. It was blurred. The line between reality and fantasy was blurred back in the day for historians, because they lacked the necessary explanations for what was going on, and stories were told and retold, and it's a lot of the same stuff. And I love history and I love mythology, so it's really in my wheelhouse. And it's so clear that that's what's been going on in the world of Avatar as well, because they have incomplete pictures of what's going on. It's most clear when it comes to the origin of bending. I don't think that we will get any deeper into it, that there will be more connections made to the past. I wish there was, kinda. I want Wan's story in more detail and the aftermath of his story, because he died. That's the last we saw of him in the previous episode, was when he died and the power moved on to his reincarnation. But I wish there was more of that story, because I'm really curious about it. Because for instance, where did the lion turtles go? How long did it take for people to forget them? Because they've clearly been forgotten. They have passed into myth. Did they pass over to the spirit realm? Is that where they're hanging out now? Because they seem to be more in tune with that side of the world, with that side of reality. So is that where they're hiding? I want to know. There's one. We know there's one left. The one who gave Aang the power that he needed to defeat Ozai. I'm sure that this trip into the past was not without purpose. I'm sure this is going to be relevant for the plot. It's going to be it's going to shine a light on what Unalaq is doing. I'm sure that he's trying to reunite the worlds or something to that effect. I'm not sure if he's misguided and he thinks he can beat Vaatu forever, or if he's an acolyte of Vaatu and wants to free Vaatu and restore balance in that way. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe he wants to restore balance by returning Vaatu and like letting Vaatu and Rava fight again, because that's like what they were doing in the past. That's how the balance was kept between the spirits and between the spirit world and the real world. It was like with a constant battle. Maybe that's his goal. Maybe he thinks he can beat Vaatu forever. Maybe he thinks he can. Maybe he wants to unleash Vaatu and unleash darkness. I don't know what his goal is. It's one of those three, but it's going to be interesting to find out which one it is. I like how clear it is that history, with many retellings, has become myth. That the lion turtles have passed from the collective consciousness. That now it's just like the origin animals, the badger moles, the dragons, and so on. But because they clearly were an influence, because that's how the lion turtles gave us the power, and the animals taught us to master it because we studied them. That was clear with the humans from who ran into Wan in the wilderness when he fought them. They were like, he's fighting, he's using fire unlike anyone I've ever seen before. So he was clearly influenced by the dragons because we saw him doing the dragon dance. I don't know. I want to get more into the mythology of the Avatar world, and I don't know if we will. I think we won't, but a guy can hope, I guess. So let's get into this episode. I'm excited and I want to know what happens next. So let's go find out. Before we start, as always, I just want to mention the fact that I have a Patreon. It's in the description down below on the Patreon. Early access, very early access. I'm at least like 20 episodes ahead. And full episode reactions, unlike on YouTube where they're edited down. So if that interests you, feel free to check it out and let's go. I also just want to say that I have swapped over to the Blu-rays because like Netflix has been very annoying lately. I don't know if you know. If you know, you know. But yeah. Dramatic music indeed.
Korra has regained her memory.
Yes, she has.
Saved Asami's company.
Oh
Mako
yeah,
is
there
the
was
only
that as
one
well.
Who suspects that Varrick is up to no good, but can he prove it?
Oh yes, there's the Varrick thing as well.
Gotcha.
That's
Franklin, come back.
That's a spirit, right?
Come on, everyone's waiting. Were you playing with someone?
Yes, they are
just,
spirits.
Imaginary friends.
They're not imaginary, no way.
Ancient statues, ancient gardens,
Ancient.
and the meditation hall used
Okay,
by
now.
ancient airbenders.
Ah, there we go.
Yay. Old things.
Yeah, old things are very interesting.
How did you know where to find us?
Tenzin's itinerary. We went over it like 100 times before we left Republic City.
See, this is why schedules are important.
I like Tenzin. He's my kind of guy.
We've been out of touch with the outside world since we started our vacation.
Tenzin's idea. What happened?
Oh,
So
right. Yes, so much indeed.
And then I met the first Avatar, and then I realized I shouldn't have opened the portal in the first place, and now I need to close it again.
I knew this would happen.
You did not.
I knew Unalaq was hungry for power, but never realized how far he would go to get it.
This is all my
How
fault.
is that gonna give him power? Just freeing Vaatu.
You need to close the southern portal. But if Unalaq's army controls the south, how are we going to get to it?
I thought
Like,
about it. My best chance.
we know that he's trying to gain access to Vaatu. Maybe not free him. That's unclear. But like, yeah, he wants to gain access, and I don't know what that means. Like, we don't know what his motive is yet. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know.
Harmonic convergence is almost upon us. This is my opportunity to change the world.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do.
There it is. The northern portal.
It's a very unpleasant landscape.
Cut! Okay, that's lunch, everyone!
He's in the claws of a giant bird.
Asami, there you are. Is Bolin around?
Up here!
Yeah, he is around.
Good. Varrick. What? No.
He attacked his own ship?
Yes.
Yes. He already had all the shipping.
Yeah,
all he
war
needed was
profiteer.
Future Industries.
Varrick helped save Future Industries. He's my business partner now.
Yes, but you sold him controlling interest in it.
Maybe you just need to relax.
Wait a minute. Are you two?
Back together?
The detonators he uses in his movers are exactly like the one I found at the Cultural Center attack.
Anyone could have gotten their hands on one of those detonators.
Yeah.
True, but we know it's Varrick, because who else would it be?
Varrick's been looking for you.
Oh, he sent his goons to get Mako, huh? Oh, the kids are doing a great job. They're being very serious.
Did I do it wrong?
Oh,
Let's try something
he
else.
was trying, though.
I thought your bell ringing was just fine.
I agree. Oh, this is not going great.
I'm sorry. I did what you told me.
Well, the moment's ruined.
Oh, Tenzin.
Come back, furry foot.
Why
Hey,
is
Genora, what are you chasing?
Nothing.
something? Oh, for goodness sake, speak up. Hmm. Oh, yes, Kaya is suspicious now.
Focus.
I am
Quiet.
focusing.
No talking. I'm trying to concentrate here. I don't think this location is going to work either.
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
We're kind of in a hurry. How did you first get into the spirit world?
He never has. He never has. That's the thing.
I've never been into the spirit world.
Shock.
Greatest shortcoming as an airbender, spiritual leader, and son of Aang.
Welcome to the I Disappoint Dad Club.
But Genora. Genora is the answer.
I can help you.
There might be another way.
Yeah.
Genora,
Yes, Kaya knew. She's smart.
It's okay. You can show yourselves.
Aww.
looks like she does know something about spiritual matters.
Indeed.
I guess I've always kind of had a connection with spirits.
I think this one likes me.
It's historically strongest near the temple.
No offense, but I'm guessing the spirits
Yeah.
have actually been to the spirit world.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna say that.
follow that.
I was gonna say that. Maybe trust the spirits. The spirits probably know how to get to the spirit world.
The spirits had 10,000 years to open this portal.
If they could not succeed, what makes you think we will?
By entering,
Because you're not spirits.
join me. Together we can open this portal.
Desna!
Leave him. Keep bending.
Oh no, I know what's gonna happen. No? I think I know what's gonna happen. Rava was inside a person. Vatu is gonna be inside a person. Right?
Oh! Ah! Eee! Oh! Oh! The burning means it's working.
This lunatic.
And I think you know that I know that you know. You know?
Yeah, I know.
You know what? We need you. Me, Asami, Bolin, we're all on the same team here. We want you to join
No,
us.
we're not.
You wouldn't want anything to happen to Asami, would you?
This man.
Without you, who knows what could happen? Thanks for your concern, but the answer is no.
Like, if you weren't sure that Varrick was responsible, then, like, if you weren't already sure of that, then that would make you extremely certain.
Don't you think he looks like me?
The resemblance is uncanny.
Yeah, kinda.
You're the lucky one. You actually got to meet the first Avatar. I know about a lot of avatars, but I don't know anything about him. When we were at the Southern Air Temple, I was drawn to this old carving. I couldn't figure out what it was. until
Oh, yeah, right.
It was on the solstice.
That's the day I opened the southern portal.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Are you sure these spirits are leading us to the right place?
Of course. I just boomed you with my life.
You got close quick, huh, Boomy?
This is an ancient airbender meditation circle.
Yeah, that looks old. That has not been used for a long time.
Dad taught it to me. This site has been neglected for many years. A cleansing ceremony will help strengthen its connection to the spirit world.
Okay. Hopefully Aang knew what he was on about.
It's working.
Oh my. Getting rid of a lot of bad juju, apparently.
Bats! Evil bats!
Yeah.
Dark
Spirits.
spirits!
Are they going to coalesce into something? Maybe? Like fuse and become like one big thing that Korra can then purify? No, okay, she can purify all of them. This is awesome.
He taught you how to transform dark spirits. I can't even get you into the spirit world.
Everything Unalaq taught me is to help him.
That's actually maybe what he wants to do with Vaatu. Wants to turn him, convert it.
Why don't you go first?
After all these years, my father's dream for me will finally come true.
Oh, I hope it does. That he doesn't fail.
Did you come by to tell me how paranoid I am?
No, I just wanted to come by to make sure you're okay. Too busy for Kwang's cuisine? Remember? We had our first date there.
Yeah, I remember.
Maybe I do need to get my mind off things.
I like this couple much more.
What's going on?
We busted some triple threats who said you hired them for a job.
According to the triple threats, you did more than that. They said you helped them steal a warehouse full of Future Industries property.
That's crazy.
Oh, and then Varrick has planted evidence here.
What are you doing with explosives, Mako?
I don't know where those came from.
You're under arrest.
None of that is mine.
Sorry to break the news to you, sweetie, but your boyfriend's just a crooked cop. That sting operation.
Oh, sure. You guys shouldn't talk.
Yeah, it's Varrick's fault. Varrick. Varrick.
That's gonna be what the thing that pushes Asami over the edge.
It's okay, Tenzin. Maybe you weren't meant to guide Korra into the spirit world.
No, just give me some time.
No, maybe you were meant to guide her, not go there yourself.
Jinora will not enter the spirit world.
Because it's
She's not ready
dangerous.
for the dangers of the other side.
Aunt Kaya is right. I can guide Korra into the spirit world. I'll be all right.
Aww.
Perhaps I will never have the connection with spirits like I always wanted. Like my father wanted me to have.
Yeah.
We'll wait here and keep your bodies safe till you return.
We'll be all right.
It's unfortunate, but like you can't... Some things you can't force. You can't be something just because you want to be.
The spirit world.
Yeah.
The Avatar
A
is
much
dead,
nicer place
and we cannot open
than where Unalaq is.
I'll find her.
The Avatar will find you. She has just entered the spirit world.
Okay, so that was episode 9. I'm still not 100% sure about like the end goal of Unalaq. Like, I'm assuming that he is not just like pure evil, you know, because no one is pure evil. Like most people, even like Ozai, who we know, and Sozin before him. But Ozai and Sozin, they were acting because... Or maybe not Ozai. Ozai was trying to conquer. But, I mean, even trying to conquer like that must be because you think that you can do a better job. It might hurt in the short term, but it's better in the long run. And Amon, he was acting out of like... I don't know. He was probably just out in it for power, but he probably thought he could do a better job as the leader. Like most people... They aren't doing it just out of like desire to hurt people. They're doing it because they think that their way is the better way. And Unalaq is clearly one of them. I mean, he must be. I think he is at least. And like, he must have a purpose for doing what he's doing. Like, I'm not sure which one it is. Like I said, I think it's one of 3 things. either he has been tricked by Vaatu, and Vaatu is using him. Vaatu is obviously using him, but like, is there more to it than that? Like, the second option is that Unalaq is going to free Vaatu in order to cleanse Vaatu and like purify him like he's done with other spirits and remove him permanently. Another option is that he wants to release Vaatu in order to restore balance so that Vaatu and Rawa can go back to fighting, and like the physical world and the spiritual world can be in harmony again. Like, it's something along those lines, one of those three, I think. I'm not sure which one it is. It would be kind of appropriate, I guess, if his intention was to let Vaatu go in order to purify him, in order to get rid of him for good. Like, in some way get rid of Vaatu for good, in order to like usher humanity into an age of untold prosperity or something along those lines, like remove the adversary. And Varrick, like we've discussed Varrick before, but I think that Varrick is very simple. I think Varrick is just like, he just wants to make money. He's just an unhinged capitalist with no boundaries, no limits. So like, he is a gangster, but like with a sheen of legitimacy. Because like some wealthy people at least, have this notion that they should have all the money because like I'm gonna be able to use it better. Like, I'm gonna avoid paying taxes as much as possible because the government doesn't know how to handle money. I know how to handle money, so I should be allowed to keep my money and use it for the betterment of society, what I consider to be the betterment of society. Like, I should have it all and decide what to do with it because I've proven that I can handle it, I've proven that I know what I'm doing because I have so much money. So yeah, I think that Varrick is kind of guilty of that. That like he's taken over Future Industries. He now has a 51% controlling interest in Future Industries because of course he should be in control. He's the best businessman. He knows what to do with it. So naturally he should do whatever he needs to in order to gain that control. And like, because he's the good guy in his mind, that is. I think that's kind of all there is to him. I don't think he is doing it out of malice or spite or anything. He's just doing it because it's the best option, according to him. I wonder about Jinora, how long she's been able to see spirits, if there's a reason for her being able to see spirits. Like if it was after opening the southern portal that started to happen, or if she's been doing it for a longer time than that. Because like the backstory episodes, the 2 episodes with Juan, that like hammered home that like the natural order of things is for spirits and for the spirit world and the physical world to coexist. And like the world has been out of balance ever since Juan separated the two. So I think that's Unalaq's plan, because that's what he was harping on about when he came to the south, that the South Water Tribe had lost its way, that the world was out of balance, and that's why we had these dark spirits. Like this season, I thought was not as good as the first one to start. Like the first couple of episodes, 4 or 5 or so, were not like... I was a lot more into the first season with Amon, like the mystery that was running through that like entire season. But this has gotten a lot more interesting. And like now that I know what I know, like where the season was heading, then I think that the first couple of episodes are going to be like, if I rewatch it, it's going to mean a lot more and be a lot more interesting now that I know these things. Because like at first glance, it seemed so basic or surface level. It seemed so simple, the story, to start with, but then it got more complicated, which I approve of. So that was episode 9. That was fun. Things are coming to a head. So harmonic convergence is approaching, and I think it's going to happen. I don't think that will be the end of the season. The climax will be on the harmonic convergence. Maybe it will be, and things are starting to like ramp up a lot now. Or maybe it will be like in The Last Avatar with like the not the solstice, what was it? The eclipse, where like we were supposed to finish the series on the eclipse, and then that didn't happen, and we had to wait for the comet. We wanted to like get around the comet and do it at the eclipse instead. But maybe this will be something similar, where like the eclipse is the same as the harmonic convergence, and like that's when we're supposed to end things, but it doesn't. Instead, it gets worse, and then we have to do a big climax, a big finale afterwards. We'll see. Either way, I'm excited for it. It's going to be fun to get to it, and I can't wait. With that, I'm done for today. I thank you very much for joining me. I hope you had a good time, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, do take care, and peace out.